Okay guys, so you can see now my three field jackets here, and I love them M65 field jackets, people. Even in the summer in Brazil, when I go camping, when I'm out there in the bush, I usually take one of them. I usually take the woodland one or the OD one. Okay, this one here that I've showed previously, I mostly wear in the winter here, but the other ones I like wearing because in the bush it gets kind of a little cold, not too cold, but a little cold at night. So it's a good idea to have a good shelter, a good jacket on you. And these M65 jackets are my favorite ones. This here is the traditional OD model, okay, OD green model, which I prefer because I've said it before, I've mentioned it before. I like the OD green color better than the camouflage colors. Although I know that camouflage is more effective in hiding the military in the bush, but I think the OD green color is much more beautiful, and it has the first sergeant rank marks on the shoulder, airborne again, 101st Airborne, all right, air cav patch, and again sergeant rank. The US flag, very beautiful, OD green and black US flag here on the side, and the original US Army tag on the upper pocket. One thing though is the hood in these jackets, they are concealed here in the collar by the zipper. You open the zipper here and you have the hood in there, and I love it. Okay, it's a great jacket. This one here is by Alpha, the Alpha Industries. You can see it there, right? I've had it for what, 4 or 5 years so far, and I have the inner liner that comes here too, the detachable inner liner, but it's too warm for Brazil, and I hardly ever use it here. Hardly ever. Actually, when my bro went to the United States, he took his field jacket with my liner because it is much colder there, and he used it all the time there in his jacket. But here in Brazil, you don't have many chances to use it. I have a my American friend actually finds it difficult to wear that jacket in another season here than not the winter, because he thinks it's too warm for him. But I don't think it's too warm. It's good enough for where I am. And of course the woodland jacket. This is like the model that the freaking Bin Laden has the guts to show up on TV wearing, and I think it's an offense attacking the US wearing their military uniform. Someone should kick his butt. But anyway, that's a nice field jacket, and I love it. Okay, also in woodland, and just to show you guys, to let you see the difference between my replica, the one that I had made, and the original ones, so you have an idea of what they look like. Okay, and finally I have these hunting camouflage pants, okay, which is excellent for our area here in Brazil too, especially where I am, which is not the Amazon forest, where we have a lot of shades, tones of browns and greens. So this, I tested these pants with this camo in the bush here, and I was surprised. I gotta tell you the truth, I was surprised by how well it worked, because I thought it would only work well in North America's forest, but it did work well here too. And I am, like I said, I was very surprised to find it out. And this is very interesting. Okay, this is not military camouflage, but it works very effectively here where I am, like I said. Well, as for head cover-ups, I have these helmets here. Okay, this is not the steel pot. This is the casket. I think casket or casket. This is the plastic hat that goes under the steel pot. Okay, so I don't have the steel pot here. This is all I had, but I love this helmet. Okay, I really like it. This is it was given to me by a friend of mine. This is a paintball helmet. It presents this new design that all the military helmets now have. and this is more modern, okay, used for paintball. So this is not made of a Kevlar either. This is hard plastic, solid plastic, but it can take the same, well, it's not as strong or as resistant as the Kevlar helmet is. Like I said before, it's just for paintball. I have these two jungle hats or boonie hats, okay? This is woodland camouflage, but this is not American. This is made in Brazil by that Militar Brasil company that I've showed before, that I've mentioned before. I showed some uniforms that I have made out of the same fabric, same camouflage, and it's very nice for Brazil. I have here the American Tiger Stripe jungle hat by Proper, as you can see there. It's tiger stripes, okay? I've been using it in the bush, so you have some sweat stains, these white stains here on it. I have to wash it. Sorry guys, I didn't wash it before. So anyway, I love this hat because of the tiger stripes, and this was a good friend of mine, an American friend of mine, Robbie from Ohio, who gave me that hat when he came to Brazil. I also have, this is a very nice piece of my collection. It is an old Korean War era boonie hat. I think it's a boonie hat, right? I've seen this camouflage here before on old Korean War movies, and it's nothing like we've had here in Brazil. It sort of resembles the American camouflage that the Marines used back in the Pacific during WW2, but it's actually different because the background color is not green, it's tan. Yeah, desert tan here, I guess, like coyote or something. And I've had this hat for over 25 years. When I was a kid, I got it when I was a kid, and it had two straps in the front part here, from here to here, where you could, attach some branches for camouflage. But I was a dumb kid at the time, and I cut it off. Now I regret that I did it. But I'm glad I kept this hat because it's a very old piece of gear now, and I'm pretty glad that I have it. Okay guys, so this was my collection, my military uniform collection, some of my camouflage collections. I hope you like it. I know it's not, not as fancy as the stuff you can get there in the States or even in Europe, but this is what I can get here in Brazil. And as you can see, I don't have any European camouflage, which is a shame. I really would like to have some German Fleckerton. I forgot how to say that. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about, those dot-like camouflage that the Germans had, and I think they still wear it. And this is one type of camo I really would like to have, but my friend, someone to see, is going to send me another OD green Vietnam era jacket and a tiger stripe, original tiger stripe jacket that he's gonna get to me there in Pennsylvania, where he lives. So guys, I hope you have appreciated this little review on the uniforms that I have, on some of the camouflage that I use down here in Brazil. And if you guys want to ask any questions, say anything, leave any comments, feel free to do so. This was Juliano Toniolo, guys, and I'll see you in the boonies.